What is up, everyone? Sean here, and welcome to the channel update for August. And also, we're going to be looking back what we did on in July for the channel, and also some real life stuff as well along the way. So, I guess we can start with the real life stuff. So, this month, or July, excuse me, has been really exciting for the most part in real life. Mostly because of Evo. Evo was definitely another fun time. This was my third time going there, but this time I think this is probably like the best one in my opinion, in terms of like what happened and stuff like that. Not so much Evo itself. This Evo was actually a little better from last year in comparison, because there was more room in the venue. There was a lot more action other than the actual competition going on, like the booths for playing games and stuff like that. We were able to play Dragon Ball FighterZ, and we actually got to play the Gundam like virtual LAN type of game. I forgot what it was called, but there was a Gundam game there as well from Namco, and we did play Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which I will be talking about for next month, but that'll hopefully be soon. I did record it. I just have to edit and stuff like that. That's about it. I did talk about very recently the Eureka fighting game, which barely made it into August 1st, but you know, pretty much I did play that in July, so we'll let that one slide. But anywho, I did talk about the Dragon Ball FighterZ in my thoughts, impressions, stuff like that in the Hot Talks video. But yeah, it was really exciting, and got to meet a lot of people. I got to room with a lot of the guys from the podcast, such as Ender Gamma for the very first time. He was, I have to say, like, he was definitely a lot shorter than I thought it would be. I mean, he already told me that he was pretty short, but I just thought he'd be a little taller for some reason. But overall, it was definitely really awesome to meet him in real life. We've always talked outside, the podcast and stuff like that, and we always talked in Discord and stuff like that, and the same goes to as Hawke and also Keeters, and we even had one more guest, which was Ender Gamma's girlfriend. Overall, it was just a really awesome experience. We stayed at an Airbnb, and overall, that is pretty much like the way you want to go. It's a lot better. I think it's worth more. I mean, you get more bang out of your buck, because everything is there that you need, like a washing machine. You have a pretty set kitchen. You have your own rooms for the most part, depending on what Airbnb you get, of course. But the nightly rate is not too bad at all. So the total just came out to be a lot lower than you would pay at a Evo sponsored hotel, or the hotel sponsoring Evo, whichever way. But it was a lot better, because you don't have to pay all the extra resort fees and stuff like that, the Wi-Fi fees, and all these other extra little hidden fees that hotels love to throw at you, especially the big ones anyway. And I can only imagine what the Mandalay Bay did to the people who stayed there. But overall, yeah, this Airbnb was really cool. Even like, it was really funny. It even like had a Xbox 360, but it had a bunch of like Call of Duty games, so it wasn't all that much. But it was nice that that was offered. Like, just in case you just wanted to pass the time a little bit, play some games or something like that. The only thing I can complain about really is the TV. That thing just dimmed automatically, so it was really annoying at times when we were playing fighting games. But for the most part, it was really cool. It was a nice pad we able to spend our nights at, and it was pretty much like a house to all ourselves for 4 nights and stuff like that. It was really cool. All that came out to like somewhere below $600 in total, including the cleaning fee and stuff like that. That was like the only like quote unquote fee that it comes with. It is to pretty much pay the housemaid or whatever, the cleaning service, to take care of your your aftermath, let's just say. Even though we did actually clean up ourselves, just to be courteous, and we were super new to the entire like Airbnb system of how things go. You don't really actually meet up with the host. You just talk with them with that host on the app, or I think you can communicate through email as well. But I believe it's better to communicate through the app on your phone. So if you ever plan to get Airbnb or to like rent one out or whatever for however many nights, I highly recommend getting the app first on your phone if you don't have it already, so that way you can communicate with your host a lot easier. Email sometimes doesn't go through for some reason because it has to go into a forwarding process, and that sometimes doesn't work. So that's why you would just want to go directly into the Airbnb app, talk there, and that's about it. You can also talk through the website of the Airbnb website. That works too, but sometimes it's just handy to have it on your phone, so you can do that too. And yeah, it's just a lot better. It's a lot more soothing than a hotel room. A lot more relaxing. You can just have your own Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi was really good too for what it was. We were able to have one of us stream, do like our real live stream on Twitch, and they did it through the phone and all that stuff. I think the download speed was like 60 and the upload speed was like 10, which is like very good standard internet in my opinion. And we were all able to play the Splatfest during a time when Splatoon 2 was still kind of about to come out. There was a Splatfest demo, and we were able to play that all together in one room, and it was just absolutely a blast playing together, and it was just really cool. We will definitely talk more about EVO. We did actually record a podcast episode, but unfortunately the sound was really messed up at the time, so we had to scrap that, and we'll have to go for another session sometime, hopefully soon enough. We will talk about Splatoon 2 as well, so it'll go either way. We are very close to the 50th episode, so either one will be really cool, because Splatoon 2 is it's a game that some of us really love, and also the EVO story is pretty really cool, because it's just all about us, some of us meeting together in real life. So I think that's a really cool way to have a 50th episode as well. But we may talk about some stuff that we may kind of do like a review on like a remembering kind of thing for the 50th episode, but we'll see about that. We'll see how things go depending on people's schedule. We should be able to get something going this week as I record this, but again, we'll see. Things change a lot and things do come up, so I can't hold up any promises too much, so just be on the lookout. We will try to get podcast episodes out. We would have if it wasn't for the sound not screwing up on my end. So I don't know what happened, but I'll make sure that I will record on a different program now. I was using OBS at the time, but it seems like OBS just seems to be not optimized for the newer Mac OSs anymore, unfortunately. I don't know if they're ever gonna try to even fix it to optimize it for Macs anyway, which is really unfortunate, because OBS has been, a huge part of my streaming system, but ever since the new OS update and updating the OBS itself, excuse me, things just haven't worked out for OBS. So I actually have to resort to a new software called Game Show. Game Show was kind of a little weird to figure out at first, but I kind of got it down now, and now I can at least stream at 30 frames per second on my streams, which is better than nothing. So I'll have to stick with that until I get myself a actual custom PC in the future, hopefully, if I am able to save enough money over a couple of months. But we'll see about that. Sorry for the little tangent. We will do our best to get those podcast episodes out as soon as possible. Try to get together, try to work around each other's schedules and stuff like that. But we'll get it going somehow. So, anyways, we will talk about more of the EVO itself, and definitely the experiences that happen around EVO. And there are some funny stuff that went on, so I promise that it will be an entertaining podcast for the most part. And as you can see, we are looking at some Splatoon 2 footage as I'm doing this commentary and stuff like that. And of course, we did have some Splatoon content on this channel for right around the end of July, just because, of course, Splatoon 2 came out a week after pretty much EVO, which is really awesome. This is something to look forward to after being done with EVO. And so far, I really do like it. I really do like the changes so far. I really like the single player experience, and Turf War is just Turf War. It's just good old Splatoon, and the map cycling is not as bad. It's only 2 hours instead of 4 hours, which was actually really drastically different. So I think they did a better job on that part, but I do prefer random map rotations like they would do with Call of Duty. Like every time you finish a match, it'll be a different map, or you could vote for one or something. I think it would be it would have been perfect, but there are some things though that are a huge problem besides the map rotation. I think the map rotation is, funny enough, the least of our worries. There are some things that I would love to talk about in my own video, as I would like to do a review video for Splatoon 2 sometime, hopefully this month or something, if things line up for me in terms of like my schedule. And like I said, I am rolling out with the fighting game videos that I did play at EVO. I am trying to get my impressions, thoughts, and whatever out in videos, to tell you guys how I feel about them, what it felt like, and stuff like that. I already did that for the Dragon Ball FighterZ video, and I did that for the Eureka fighting game as well, just very recently. And definitely I will be sitting down and talk about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Like I said, I already edited that, or I already recorded that. I just need to chop it down, edit, and stuff like that, just to make sure it's all good to go. And now a couple more things on real life stuff, just to kind of update you guys on how I've been doing myself. After EVO, just went back to work. I'm still delivering packages and stuff like that. It's been alright. Not too bad. Nothing out of the ordinary, really. I've been thinking about doing a video about doing the rideshare app services like Postmate, Lyft, and lastly Amazon Flex here. And I would love to do videos to compare each other and stuff like that sometime, but we'll have to see about that. And I am trying to still in a process to get myself going with the Amazon warehouse thing that I kind of talked about a couple months back. And I'm still stuck on step 2 or whatever. They've been telling me that, oh, you're still part of the list. We're trying to get you going, blah, blah, blah. They've always sent me those kind of emails. And I do have one thing to take care of, which is the I-9 that they call, which is like a little, which is like some paperwork. So I gotta schedule that and get that going. And hopefully once I get that I-9 out of the way, then they can probably proceed to the next step, and hopefully I can actually get myself going on that, which means I have an actual consistent job to hold myself over until I start my career finally as a video editor or just video production in general. But yeah, for now, I'm still in that process, let's just say, and I'm still not out of the blue or anything like that. But I'm still definitely looking for jobs. That's been a thing for me for a good while now, and not gonna stop. Never gonna give up. It's just we're in that time where it is hard to look for a job, but I believe in my opinion that we are able to get past that somewhat, and it will be easier and easier and easier to land yourself the job that you want to actually aim for in the future. We just have to bear with it, just work things around it, and we just gotta just bear with it until that era is coming to its end, hopefully, and hopefully we can get ourselves going finally in our own little career paths. I've been also doing live streams, of course, just trying to keep up with the whole Twitch thing. And I've been, having still a lot of fun with live streams. I love to do art streams. It's just a nice little excuse for me to like draw something and have the chat interacting and stuff like that. That whole little concept is really cool. Not that I've, never had stream before. It's just doing it on Twitch has been a pleasure. I think I've said this before a long time ago, but I have streamed before, way before Twitch was ever a thing. I did it on livestream.com when I just started on DeviantArt back then, and also Picardo. The Picardo was another live streaming website where I went to do art, and that's like a live streaming service where it's known for the artists and stuff like that, more visual stuff and not so much gaming. But I think more and more, of course, Twitch is becoming that platform where it's becoming that place for live streaming. And I think that's a really cool thing. You can see a variety of things, like besides gaming, you get to see artists, get to see sculptors, get to see dancers, I guess, and of course those people that want to entertain others and stuff like that, social eating and like all these other little subgenres that you find a little weird to watch, but you just kind of get sucked into, I guess, depending on the person who you watch. But I think it's really cool though. I think Twitch has been doing some very, very cool things. Although the affiliation program is a little questionable in my opinion, but maybe I'll make a video about that. But I don't know. I always keep saying that, like when it comes to certain subjects that I talk about in these kind of videos. But yeah, if you want to keep up with my live streams and stuff like that, if you guys are interested, the links will be all in the description box below and stuff like that. And if you want to check them out, just be sure to follow me on Twitter and stuff like that. That's like the best way to know when I am going to stream and stuff like that. And my schedule is a little sporadic when it comes to live streaming. It's kind of just spontaneous because of how my schedule works. Things always pop up for me, so I can't just like have a consistent streaming schedule. Unfortunately, things always just move around, change around, stuff like that. And also my creativity always kind of just randomly sparks, so that can't be helped. Also, in regards to the live streaming, I did kind of like point this out, or started on my live streams. I did start a donation goal for my custom PC funds. It's gonna be pretty much like the half of the budget for the maximum amount that I will accept from donations, and the rest of the half will, of course, will come from me through work and stuff like that. And if you guys want to contribute to that, that would absolutely be helpful. Just follow the stream and stuff like that. Click on the donation link, whatever, and you can contribute to that if you want to. It's absolutely optional, but much appreciated if you guys take the time to do that. But again, it's very optional. You don't have to do that. It's just kind of just something I throw out there, just for people to see. And I will save up money no matter what for the custom PC. It will be nice to kind of experience that whole PC mustard race or whatever. That I point that out for you guys, since I haven't really said anything about that for this channel anyway. Oh yeah, one other video I did for July, and that was like in the very beginning of July, was the top 10 animes that should become fighting games. That was actually really fun. I would love to do top 10s and stuff like that. I kind of said this before, but if you guys have any suggestions for top 10s that you guys want me to do, leave it down below in the comment section. I definitely would like to see them, and keep that in mind for future projects. So finally, we get to kind of jump into August, what we're gonna do and stuff like that. I know for sure I will try to make content around the Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I'm not gonna probably do a Let's Play for the most part. I think I am gonna do a live stream. So if you guys want to check me out playing that game, you can do that on my Twitch stream and stuff like that. So just again, be on the lookout for that if you want to, check out Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I think it will be a pretty fun game. It does look good. It does look interesting enough that would make me put down my money for it, for the Nintendo Switch. And I don't know, just looking forward to it for this month, and we'll definitely have to see how that game goes. Now for August, there are some things that excite me as well. It's kind of outside of gaming a little bit, somewhat, but it is Discord. Discord has been teasing us with this whole video chat screen sharing thing, but now as of today, they definitely said oh, it's coming on Twitter, and they put out that tweet about getting a huge buff or something like that for Discord with that video and screen sharing thing. I really can't wait, and what that really means is that myself, Energamma, and the other boys will be able to now do Let's Plays for sure all on Discord, instead of having to set up on Skype and then set up on the Discord for the voice part. Skype has always been there because of the video chat and stuff like that, because what we do is use a virtual cam to screen share the games that we're playing to pretty much like get the best view as much as we can, because screen sharing on Skype sucks. The frame rate just dies whenever we play games on that, and also the sound doesn't come through, I believe, so that's why we had to do some magic and route the sound to do this and that, and we have a way to do Let's Plays from across the states, and Skype has always been there to do that. But Discord has been excuse me, man, my English, this superior voice chatting program, but it always was missing the video chat aspect. But now Discord has been really pushing on that. It's coming out really soon, which I am really glad now to really see this. And they've been really communicative about that. I've been saying them, when's video chat and screen sharing and stuff like that over the past few months, and they're like, we are working on it, we're working on it. They've always actually replied to my stuff, which is really cool. I really do like the guys at Discord for that. Props to them for that part. And now they're really getting themselves ready to do the video chat and stuff like that, and also the screen sharing, which I really can't wait. I really cannot wait. There are probably going to be some great things coming out of that between myself and all my friends on Discord and stuff like that. It's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it now. I'm getting excited more than certain games that are coming out in September, like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which is really sad. But that's a whole nother thing, I guess I'll talk about. But oh man, it's kind of sad really for Marvel. But anyways, you'll hear my opinion about that very soon. Hopefully I get that editing going. But anywho, Discord, just really looking forward to it, and it's gonna be the greatest asset when it comes to Let's Plays, because like I kind of said before, that also means that we can do other video content like the Let's Fights with myself and Energamma, and possibly the other guys to do commentary, all the comedic commentary and stuff like that. That would be really cool. It's because it was such a hassle to set up Skype and stuff like that, and Discord, which we've kind of done for a couple other stuff like Tokyo Mirage here and there. But Tekken 7 was actually one of those games that we absolutely had to do Skype and Discord to set that up, and it could be a real pain in the butt. But Discord coming out with that stuff, good stuff. Really can't wait. We can really get some content going once that whole video chat and screen share really comes out. I expect to see some more Splatoon content as well with the whole Discord video thing coming out, and also probably, you know, other things that may pop up in the horizon for August. So for now, all the newer videos are going to be kind of spontaneous. So I can't really say other than, you know, Splatoon 2 or anything like that. Tekken maybe, but we'll have to see what kind of content we'll definitely see for this month. Tokyo Mirage is still going to come out. It is winding down to its end, and hopefully by the time it ends, myself and Energamma will have something else to be going with, but we'll have to see about that. We'll have to see what game we can dig up and get ourselves going with. Alright, that's pretty much it for August before I keep trickling out some random thoughts about August. Now, anyways, so that'll be it for this video on the August channel update and also the review for July. I'll try to do my best to come out with more videos and stuff like that. Can't make any promises because I know a lot of YouTubers always do these promises and wind up not doing it. So I can't say, you know, I can't say that I'm not guilty of that. I am totally guilty of that, as well as many other YouTubers, about this whole thing about promises and not coming out with videos that they promise about. So I cannot make any I can't make any promises, or strong promises anyway, but I will do my best to make the stuff that I want to make, and hope you guys enjoy that once that video comes to life or reality. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy this video and stuff like that, and thank you guys as always for the continuing support. It's been a little hard on YouTube since the whole apocalypse thing, and it's been a little harder to earn the satisfying amount of money that I used to earn back then. And but luckily I have stuff like Amazon Flex to kind of help me out with that, and your support has always been helpful with the subscriptions, the comments, the likes, and stuff like that. That's always been nice, like, way to keep myself floating on YouTube and stuff like that. So please continue to do that. Always helps out, and I highly appreciate it. And of course, check out all the links in the description box below. As always, any of those links will help me out, and it won't cost you too much other than time. And yeah, so August is something. There are some things to look forward to, including Discord and the Mario Rabbids game and all that stuff. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to some of the content for this channel as well. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Sean out.